morning, Mike's Diabetes World. Well, we're up and we're out, and Nico's and I are going for a walk. Nico and I are going for a walk. Today I want to talk about kidney disease and diabetes. Do diabetics have kidney disease? Well, yes, we do. And years ago, I was having pain in my side. At the time, I was traveling a lot for work. And I was on a ferry, and coming back, the big thing at the time was those, what do you call them? Massage chairs. And, you laid back and the chair would do its thing. And when I got back on the bus to come back into Vancouver, my back was just hurting. The lower back, and I'd never had back problems. And when I did this, I came home, I fell asleep, and I took some aspirin or whatever the painkiller was. Now, why do diabetics have kidney disease? Well, it's all has to do with the capillaries. And they can burst, they can do weird and wonderful things. And a lot of it is with the sugar. And they did this test is not test, but study was done years ago. And people who had very tight control of their diabetes had less complications. Now, they being the medical community, has always thought that every diabetic will have some form of complications, not every year, but as you progress in the disease. But if you keep tight control on your diabetes, you're going to have less chance. And this is what we all want. I think for years, my blood sugars have gone up and they've come down, and it's been a real issue for me. My kidney itself really stopped functioning. And I was telling you earlier about the pain. I came home and it would be relieved. But I didn't really think of it. And I had a few bouts of the pain. And, I was pretty well, it's growing pains, it's this, it's that. I was working at the time, and I was doing a training class for this convenience store I worked for. And one day, I couldn't even stand up behind the till. I was in so much pain. And when it came time to come home, I got off the train and I walked over the hill, over the tracks. There's a walkway. And I just did not feel well. By the time I got home, I almost felt like yelling. And my mom said at the time, "Oh, do you want to go to emergency?" And I said, no, I'm just going to lie down, thinking that, this pain will dissipate. Well, it didn't dissipate. And I finally got up again and said, yes, I want to go. Well, we went, and they said, oh, well, we'll schedule you for an ultrasound. I think I got a few. They gave me pain pills, and I was sent home. Okay. I also was they started me on antibiotics. And then, I don't know, was it the next day? They said, oh, well, they'll call you for an ultrasound. Okay. So I went for an ultrasound. And while I was in the ultrasound, they kept going, ooh. And they decided I had a large kidney. So that shocked me. And I went to see a surgeon. And it was determined that I should have an exploratory. Well, I guess when they went in there, I joke and say, oh yeah, I had a 5-pound kidney. But there's little bugs today, sorry. And it was removed. I really haven't noticed too much since. But now my doctors are looking into it. They haven't mentioned any more care. I'm not on any drugs for it so that's a positive. But I can't stress enough for any diabetic out there. Try to keep your blood sugars as close to normal as possible. It's the best thing for your body. I'm in a chair because of my legs giving out. I have problems with my eyes. Well, granted, they've been fairly good for a while. So, what are you to do next? People need to be aware of what can happen. And so many people, oh, well, yes, I have a high blood sugar. Oh, well, yeah. I'll go home, I'll take some medication. And a lot of times, people forget to take their medication. You don't want to forget to take your medication, or you want to eat more, or so much. It's all what we want. And giving yourself or making yourself have the tight control over your diabetes can't hurt. You need to work with your doctor and come up with a regime. And here I go back again, is have plans in place. This is a sick day plan, this is a plan for this is a plan for that. You really need to take care of yourself. You don't want to be on dialysis. You don't want to be like me in a chair. And you have to listen and to your body and any warning signs that something's wrong, get it looked into. There's only one of you. It's not like, oh, well, we can get replacement parts.